Peace, everyone. Another episode of Running with Laz. It's Crazy Monday or Manic Monday. It's been a while since I came to you guys about race results and different things going on, but wanted to catch up. It's, of course, October 22nd, I believe, Monday, and I've done 4 races since my last video cast here. So did one yesterday, but I'll probably start off with the one I did on September 29th, Voices for Recovery out in Lorain. I don't know if you guys have ran. There's a kind of Metro Park path out there in Lorain. I think it's called Burr Oak, I believe. So I have to go back and look and see exactly where it's located, but I believe it's Burr Oak. Pretty close to the Midway Mall, which, by the way, when I drove by there, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like a ghost town out there. I feel so bad for, because years ago I drove by there and it was booming, cars all over the place. And now it's just like unbelievably desolate. So wow, it's unbelievable. But I think this is the 3rd year now that I've done this race, and it goes to benefit individuals that are recovering from addiction, and it's a phenomenal race. If I recall, the weather, like I said, I've done this thing, I think 4 years now, and the weather's been different just about every year. One year I did it, and there was actually a little bit of snow on the ground, but they did it more in towards the end of October. So again, this was end of September, and the weather was just fantastic. But there's some bridges out there, long suspension type bridges that go over the valley and so forth. And I don't know if you've ever done a race where you've had to run across like one of those suspension bridges, but these are really long, well over 200 feet. 300 feet, somewhere around there. And you could feel, as you're running across, you could feel yourself bouncing. So it's weird. It's a weird feeling that you run across this bridge and you could just kind of feel it bouncing along, or feel yourself bouncing along. So I did that one, 5K, again, September 29th. Time was, I think, 26:03, and that was the 30th race of the year. And I believe I was second place in my age group on that one. So just an awesome race. Actually, I did 2 races that weekend. So I did that one. Weather was awesome. And then I did one in Aurora at it's a park system out there as well. The race was called Believe in Dreams, where it goes to benefit a lady that had passed away from breast cancer. So Stacy DeJulius, I believe it is. So ran that race again, September 30th on that one, a Sunday, did a 5K. That was race number 31. Ran, I think, 25:50, and there to second place in my age group. So it was awesome. One loop, actually 2 loops of the lake out there. So beautiful weather. It was great. A lot of good runners out there. So was really excited about running that one. So that was two races that weekend. Placed in my age group on both of those. Was feeling pretty good. And then on October 6th, which was a couple Saturdays ago, ran the pumpkin run here in Brunswick. 5K. That one actually started at 6:00 at night. I ran that one with Caleb, pushing him in the stroller. So that was really cool. My hometown here, Brunswick. So it was nice running around, the area where I normally run. And there too, the weather was great for a Saturday night in October. That was race number 32 of the year. Ran that one 28:40. It was a little long, I think like 3.2 miles. But it was cool. I just enjoyed, my time running with my grandson, and he enjoyed it. And, we had a good time. Didn't place in my age group on that one. There was a lot of faster 55 to 59-year-olds, especially John Pavlik, who I think was first in the age group. So that was awesome seeing him there. He ran with Ginger, his dog. I think if you guys have seen some of my other podcasts that I had done previously, you'll know that I interviewed John Pavlik and Ginger, famous couple there of human and little doggy. Ginger's a sweetheart. She's fast too. It's like she can run faster than most people. But that was only did one race that weekend, and then took off the following weekend. So didn't have any races last weekend. Just kind of rest and relaxed a bit, and had a lot of things to do around the house. So didn't end up doing a race that weekend, but got a bunch of them coming up. Then I ran one yesterday. Actually, I wasn't going to run one yesterday, but this was actually part of the Hermes Challenge Series, which I'm participating in that for 2018. And so far, I've done all the races. So I think it's at I don't know, 16 races already, or 15 races that I've done this year. So I've done every one of the Challenge Series races this year, and this one was part of it. 5K in Pepper Pike area. It's called the Beachbrook 5K, and wasn't expecting much from that race because last Friday, not this past Friday, but the Friday before, my hot water tank went out, so I had to go buy a new hot water tank. My buddy came over and installed it, but I had a dolly, and I was taking it downstairs on the dolly with Sam. She was helping me, and tweaked my back, and then for a couple of days it was hurting really bad. So I took about 3 days off, and then when I tried to get back to it, it was still pretty sore. So I didn't think I was going to, I didn't think I was actually going to be able to run this race. But I did get out and run a couple of times and just took it really, really slow, 12, 13-minute mile pace, and just trying to get my legs under me. And I've been moving a lot of gravel around the house too. I bought like 5 yards of Riverstone that I've been moving and putting around the house. So again, I thought I wasn't going to be able to do this race yesterday. So plus I was up in the early morning, Sunday morning, so I didn't go to bed until like 2 a.m. So then I got up, I think it's like 6:45, 8:30 start for a race. Race number 33 of the year. Ran 27:55, which was just right at 9-minute miles, or maybe just under 9-minute miles. It was a little long, like 3.2 or somewhere around there, but didn't expect much because my side, stomach area, hip area is still a little tender. But I've actually felt really good. So I was surprised that I actually got under or right around 9-minute miles. I was actually hoping just to break 30, to be honest with you. So pretty happy with doing that. No age group award on that one. One thing I don't like about some of these races is they only give out an award for the top person in each age group, which I think is kind of crappy. I think, I know there's a cost associated to it, but, if you're a race director, you're paying money to do races or whatever, it would be great to get, or at least have the top 3 in each age group. I wouldn't have placed anyways, because I think I was like 5th or 6th in my age group. So it really wouldn't have mattered at that point. But I just think it'd be nice for the top 3 overall, and then top 3 in each age group to get some type of award. So again, that was race number 33. This weekend I've got actually going to do 2 races. Have another Hermes Challenge Series race, which is the what the heck is that thing called? The Dead Sprint 5K. Sam and I did that one. I think I've done it 2 years in a row now. Sam and I did it last year, and she still can't run because she's still nursing that high ankle sprain that she had, and some plantar fasciitis issues. So she hasn't ran in a while. So I'll be doing that one on Saturday, and then on Sunday, it's the skeleton run out in Amherst. So I will be doing that one as well. I didn't do it last year. Oh yes, I did do it last year. Sam and I both did it, and she was coaching cross country last year. She did this year too, and she had a couple kids from her cross country team because that's where she coaches out in Lorain. So it was close to Amherst, and so a couple of her kids did the 5K, and one actually placed in her age group. So that was really cool. And so I think that race last year, some guy I used to run with or used to see at races a lot, Scott Snyder, who I have not seen or heard from or saw him do any races or even see him in race results or anything. It's like 63 years old. He was actually did that race last year, so I'm hoping he comes back and does it this year. I think he ran like an 18:30 at 63 years old. Still really looks amazing, as a runner. So as a person too, and as a runner. So excited about doing 2 races next weekend, as long as everything holds up. Probably won't be doing it fast, but I don't care. It is what it is, and I just hope to finish and feel good at the finish. So pretty excited about that. And just news, everybody. My daughter Shannon is about to have twin girls, Lucy and Evie. They are coming into the world tomorrow, scheduled to come into the world tomorrow. So I'm just, ecstatic about that. So I'll be a grandpa times 3. Or Caleb's already here. So he's been enjoying doing races with me. And so awesomely excited about that. Just pumped and can't wait to hold those 2 little baby girls, and loving every second of it, man. So, peace out, everybody. Everybody that has done some races here this past month, we've had, I think, Chicago Marathon, Columbus Marathon, half marathons, but primarily the marathon. We had the lowering of the marathon world record down to 2:01, I believe, somewhere around there. Just phenomenal, unbelievable that somebody could run 26.2 miles in that speed. That just is unbelievable. So that record will probably stand for quite some time. I don't know. I always say that, but I don't know if anybody can get under 2 hours, but 2:01 something is pretty doggone close. So keep an eye out for my next video cast, which will be probably Monday, my Monday recap of both my races on next weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And then it'll be Halloween. And then, into November we go. And then, a bunch more races coming up. Good, looks pretty good, barring any injuries, that I'll hit my 40 races of this year. And I'm really stoked about the Christmas Story run coming up here in December. I just absolutely love that run. And now they got the Bumpus House built next door. It's going to be phenomenal. One year I'm going to do the 10K, but this year it's the 5K again. So point to point, get to finish at the house. And, I've toured the house like 3 times now. So, but each time you go in, you kind of get chills, and, it's Christmas Story house, and it's just phenomenal with this, the stuff that they're doing over there. So, all right, everybody, peace out. Love you all. Thank you for listening. It's been another episode of Running with Laz, and keep an eye out for my next podcast, or video cast, which will be next Monday. All right. Take care, everybody. Have a good one.